Good morning, traders, and God bless. I am Ricky Gaspard, your host for this pre-market session. We'll be listening for stocks to be called out in this column here, and we want to watch for them to pop up under strong breakout. Also in Magic Scan, we want to see those stocks that are popping up as well. Once we see a stock pop up, we want to check the current bar volume, which is the very last candle here. We want enough volume in here to get in and get out safely. So we want this number to really be moving. We want to see a battle going on between the buyers and the sellers. So the higher this number here, the easier it is to get in and get out. Also, we want to watch this money flow indicator. We want this green line above the yellow average volume line. Let me mute this girl here. We want to see this money flow line green and moving above this yellow average volume line. That tells us more buyers are coming in. At the same time, we want to see green bars breaking above this yellow line. This tells us confirmation that the buyers are coming in. When you see red here, those are sellers taking profit. Also, if you are new here, highly suggest you watch these live streams over and over and over. Don't just throw your money into it if you don't know what you're doing. Start on paper, write down your entry, your exit, and your results. If you continue to be profitable on paper, then move over to real money, but only trade small share size, anywhere between 1 and 10 shares. And if you continue to be profitable with real money, the only thing you need to do to increase your profit is increase your share size. Also, I'm not a financial advisor. Make sure you reach out to the proper authorities before you take any of my advice or use any of my indicators. You could lose some or all of your money. Also, in your active trader, make sure your TIF is on EXT so that you don't miss a trade. That stands for extended hours. And thank you for joining me this morning. Good morning, YouTubers. Glad to have you back on board. I've just been so busy. We do have a streaming error over on volumespikes.com. I'm having some software rewritten, so maybe a while before we stream over there. Hopefully just a couple of days. I do have a schedule set up with them. I am running on YouTube this morning. We'll get by the bugs. New website, new everything. We'll get over it. Seen a couple of stocks moving this morning, FORD and RAPP, mid-cap stocks, produced some pretty good results. Got about a minute to go before the top of the hour. Hopefully the market keeps up. All right, about 2 minutes. Let's see where the market goes this morning. OCTO has already pushed up. Watching these lower indicators, money flow is pointing south. We have a green bar, but we have a tip of red on top of it. Those would be sellers. So we may come down from here. Money flow pointing due south. OCTO not doing anything at the moment. Nothing being called out, nothing popping up. Yeah, she's unmuted. Thank you, Lou. Website launch went fantastic. More people than expected jumped on board. And in a very short time. James, if you're a member over there, you got to go to hit the support thing. It's in the menu. Reach out to support. They'll instruct you. It's very simple, though. If you go to indicators, you should be able to find them. It says premium indicators on the right. BMR pushing up. Just saw it pop up here in the magic scan. Looks pretty choppy, though. Be careful on this one. Got to watch these two indicators very closely. That red means sell. This money flow indicator headed down means they're selling.
HOOG. BDRX. APPX, BDRX,
BDRX, let's take a look at it. Currently spiking up. It's up at 684 right now. Let's see if they can keep pushing. These two lower indicators look good. Money flow went south. All of a sudden, they are taking profits, or there's a lot of sellers up there not giving it a chance to go. Both indicators are red. Volume label is red.
QS, QS,
QS bouncing around currently at 821. Looking down below here, we don't have any volume. It's not moving, it's not flowing. Not enough participants to get a scalp out of it.
HOOX,
OCTO was up earlier.
QS,
Currently pulling back.
NVFY, QS, QS,
QS spiking up higher, the one I had it on. 842, not paying a whole bunch of money, but it is pointing north. Lower indicators look good.
QS,
Volume very low. Maybe just a few people coming in expecting some good news later, because it's definitely not being attacked.
QS, SHOT,
RKW, if you're talking about volumespikes.com, the live streams will be running shortly. We have a slight error with them, but if you're a member, they will be every day except for the weekends. I stream about 3.5 to 4 hours every morning.
QS,
QS pushing up very slowly under very low volume.
QS,
Nice trade, YouTube.
QS. CASK.
Well, I'm still waiting on that one runner. Haven't seen that guy yet this morning.
APPX.
Not seeing very much activity.
SGMO.
OCTO finding a few buyers. Volume is kind of low but steady. It's not a big battle. Maybe they're starting to come in now. Let's see if we can get a push here. We're at $4.66 currently. Not a whole lot of activity here. Let's see if it'll break out.
OCTO.
Pushing up to 484 now, 497,
QS.
508. Remember to take profits as these stocks are rising. It's easier to get out that way.
QS.
Nice trade, Majika.
QS.
Nice trade, Ronnie, A, Aaron, Rosebud, Mac. Everybody made a little bit of money on that small move. Good job, traders.
QS.
Nice trade, Elsa One and Pro Dollar.
QS. QS HOOS.
Always keep an eye on these two indicators here because they will really make your morning. The red part is sellers, green part is buyers. When you see green bars breaking above this yellow line, that means there's more buyers than average coming in. Want to see this indicator above this yellow line and rising at the same time.
APPX. CASK. APPX.
Elsa one, that's why it's priced like it is. It's easy to cover the cost. We do this almost every morning. That's not even a concern to most traders trying to cover the subscription fee.
QS.
Looks like OCTO is finding a few buyers here. Maybe we'll push it up. We need to break this level right there. Once we break through there, we may get another run up.
QS.
QS. This one's been barely crawling all morning under extremely low volume. Maybe they know something we don't know. Maybe there's some news there that's kind of good. You know, you guys might be laughing at that $39,000, but we've seen trades that high on this session. Not this session, but in the past.
HOUI.
We had one morning ran from $3 to 60. It can happen.
PSTV. PRPH.
Ford had its run earlier this morning. right around 5 o'clock a.m. my time. If it does anything now, it's going to be some slow crawling back up from others hoping that it does it again. You can see the volume is really low. It's not really being driven up like it was back here. There may be some money there if you're willing to hold on to it for a while.
IPDN. IPDN. OCTO. OPEN.
OCTO pushing a little bit higher. We did break through that resistance level I posted earlier. Volume looks nice on this one. Indicators are starting to point north. Let's see if they can drive it higher. Watching money flow closely right here. It's kind of red, sitting flat.
OPEN. OPEN. IPDN. OPEN.
Few buyers coming in for the push. Let's see how many can come in. Like, we need to get it way up there. See if we can get to that 575 this time. Currently at 560, 568, 575 on the spike. It would have been almost impossible to catch. Still rising though. Let's see if we can get to $6 maybe. That would be nice. 580 so far, 581. Looking weak. Few profit takers right up here at the top. I think we'll push through it though. Let's see if it happens. 592 on the spike. Can we make it to 6? There we go. 597. We got close. Watch those lower indicators. That's where your money is. Money flow needs to stay green. Those dominator bars need to stay green. 607 on the spike. Remember I said sell on the way up. you try to sell when everybody else is selling, you may not get out. You may have some slippage. Nice job, traders. Hey, it's like a dog race, and your dog's in the lead. You get all excited at the end. Nice job, KK. Nice job, Milo.
OPEN.
Flyboy, we knew it was moving. We just waiting for
OPEN.
that one moment to jump in. We don't just jump in because they're green. We wait for the excitement to happen and get on board with them.
OPAD. OPAD.
What's good is that it's not selling off. It's holding the levels, which is always the better side of trading.
OPAD.
Let's go ahead and mark that level. If it breaks it, it'll probably run again.
OCTO.
So we need to break the $6 level. Watching money flow here, watching dominator bars. We need this green bar to grow tall above that yellow average volume line. And that happens, we see this happen. Starting to push up a little. Need this bar to get taller.
OCTO.
Pushing up a little bit more on the spike to 647. Would have been impossible to get it unless you have really fast. 657 now. Keep pushing. 660. Watching these two lower indicators closely. Nice tall green bar. Wish it would get taller than the previous bar. That would give me a little bit more confidence. Few profit takers. You can see that here in the money flow indicator.
APPX. OPAD.
I'm going to sell my position here since it's getting weaker and it's starting to move up. I always get out when they're moving up. Nice profit for me. I've been holding it since that $6 break. So I've got about 58 cents, I think. Maybe 55. Let me go look. 52 is what I got. Nice trade, Gary. And Majika. Well, I don't think Majika traded it. Maybe he did earlier. And D.
OCTO.
YouTubers, you guys making any money over there? I don't see you posting anything. Are you just watching or are you trading?
OCTO.
Nice job, Lou. And Golf Flex. If you're just watching, you're letting money get away. Good job, Milo. 632.57. That's the way to do it, brother.
NVFY.
You are welcome, Jay. I love doing this with everybody. Let's drink coffee, eat breakfast, and make money. Nothing sounds better than that to me.
NVFY.
NVFY seems to be moving. Let's take a look. Nice spike up to 507. Let's look at the volume first, which is not moving. So we don't want to get stuck in something like this, even though it looks good. There's no volume here. Going to go ahead and mark this level out. We need to break it now. The 680 level. So we're watching for tall green bars to come in and money flow to turn north again. Seems to be settling out up here at this level.
NVFY. HOUI.
HOUR spiking up. Profit takers now. This may be a good entry point down here while they're taking profit for the next push. Lower indicators look good. Volume is steady. Let's hope the volume keeps up. There we go. Pushing up a little bit higher now to 490. 492. It's not paying very much money, only paying pennies and nickels. So take that profit if you're in it. This is probably not a good one to hold on to. Hopefully they'll keep pushing it, make something out of it. We need 20 cents, and we got a ways to go yet. Nice spike up there to about 530 and pushing higher now, 540, 570 on that spike. Take those profits while it's up there. Don't let it slip away. They will take profits at the higher end up here. Pretty nice morning going so far. Kind of a slow start, but we did have a couple of them. here recently. Buyers coming back in for another push. Let's see if they can do it. Got to overcome these profit takers. Watching those lower indicators. Money flow is red from profit takers. They're not really selling off. They're just taking profits. Nice tall green dominator bar down here of volume. Looks like the push may be over. Developing some wicks on the top. Those are sellers. Money flow is now red, trying to point south. Nice job, Elsa One. Nice job, traders. Everybody trying to make money this morning. A lot of you doing it pretty good too.
GDXU.
Great job.
QS. QS.
Nice trade, everyone.
QS. QS.
Even if you made $1, I'm proud of you because it's hard for anybody to make money in the market. You are actually way above most because most of them throw their money away. So if you made $1, congratulations. Most of them don't have a strategy, or they're jumping from strategy to strategy to strategy and they just stay confused. Just need one plan, one strategy, and perfect it. This one here works for everybody. Everybody that jumps on board, that is. Me too. My strategy is to hit that print money button. Doesn't need to say buy the ask. It needs to say print money. El Suwan, I say take profits when you got them. We're not a hang on until we think it's going to die group. Just buy enough to make it worth your entry and your exit, and you're done.
APPX. KAPA.
I never hold on for the tops. I just buy enough on the run and get out. That's it. Grab a slice of that pie and go. Flo, currently I'm streaming on Discord because I've got some software issues over on volumespikes.com. Hope to get them cleared up here in the next few days. So if you've been on Discord with us before, just message me and I'll turn it back on.
DNTH. HOUR.
HOUR pushing again, I'm being told, and it definitely is 577, 580. Looking over at the current volume, it's not really extreme, but it's steady. So it could be some kind of risk here. It's not a big battle,
HOUR.
but definitely moving north. 590 so far. Nice steady volume. Green bar coming up taller. Kind of slowing down there for a minute. Money flow back red. Profit taking going on. Looks like it's moving too slow for scalpers, so some of them are pulling out.
PROP.
Money flow turning back around. Let's see if we can get the push now that the profit takers are out of the way, or those that had no faith in it. We need a tall green bar here above that yellow line for the push.
HOOG.
Not seeing that tall green bar happening.
DNTH.
Volume is still just steady. No big battle.
KAPA.
Now it has stopped almost completely.
DUO.
Elsuwan, that's why I built the website. I'm getting away from all that garbage on Discord.
KAPA.
Can't take it anymore.
APPX. ARAI.
ARAI. What are you doing over there? $4.65. Looking at the volume, it's too low to do anything with this one. We need a lot more buyers in here, or we're going to have trouble getting out.
DUO. PROP.
Not a healthy one at all.
US. US.
Alping low, I've got special coded indicators on the screen. These are not your typical indicators. I am a coder. I've been a coder for 17 years. Nothing up here is normal. Good job, Elsa One.
NEGG. DUO.
DUO, no volume, but looking north. ARAI.
QS.
Nothing there. QS keeps being called out, just slowly crawling upwards.
QS.
QS looks nice on the chart. It is moving upwards, but the volume is just steady, occasionally slow. No battle.
DUO. DUO.
DUO.
HAFN. QS. GDXU.
Duo pulling backwards now. Looking for that one more fast breakout scan. Try to get another trade in here. There wasn't a big battle on Duo. It's just been low volume moves. That's why it hadn't been triggering the scans on the way up. When they're too slow, I'm not interested in them.
OCTO.
OCTO breaking out again. 721 currently. Looking at volume, looks nice. This is the volume numbers we want to see, right? They're battling away. Nice tall green bar. Let's see if we can get a push. I'm going to take a position here. Hopefully it gets a push. Watching money flow closely because I'm in. Let's go breakout here. Going to get out. I gave it long enough. Only got $30 out of it. No, I didn't have the faith to hang on. Usually when I get out, they go up.
Use the O.
I'm so used to that happening, it doesn't even bother me anymore. Still sitting flat there. I feel good about getting out.
GS.
Yeah, I'm sure the 5 minute looks good, but I don't have 5 minutes. I have about 60 seconds and I want to be done. Glad I got out.
Use the O.
When I click that mouse button, if it's not going up, I missed it. That's how I look at it. I'll give it a few seconds, but after a few seconds, I'm done.
Use the O.
Buyers are trying to come in now that I'm out. OCTO 755 so far. Not going to get in again. 775. There's a good 25-cent push. 780. That's what I wanted to happen earlier. It didn't happen for me though. 794.
OCTO.
$8. Remember, take profits on the way up.
Use the O.
Nice job, traders. Good job, Gary, at 2,085.
APPX.
Nice job, KK, 2,103. JC, 268.
OPAD.
NI3, $43. Great trade. Metronome. Don't you love it when a play matures like this and it just comes right into position? 813 so far. This is why we sell on the way up. The volume is really slowing here. There you go, Paul. That's how you do it, brother. See you later, C. Have a blessed day. Joe, we won't run out of stocks, I promise you.
FRO. LDP.
All right, YouTubers, that free hour is up. Actually, I gave you an extra 30 minutes this morning. I turned the scans on before I went live just so that you could try to make a little bit of money. But thank you for joining me this morning. I try to stream on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays for one free hour on YouTube. But be aware, my schedule is extremely busy now. I've got conference calls happening over this streamer issue. I'm having some software rewritten. So if you join us over on volumespikes.com, you're going to have to come over to Discord to see the live stream. But it's temporary. We are on it, and we're going to get it corrected quick. But thank you for joining me this morning. Have a very blessed day, and I'll try to make it back on Wednesday, but no guarantees. Thank you. Bye-bye, and God bless.